Welcome to Civil Learning Solutions Productivity Tools Help videos. So in this video, we're going to go over the profile network labels and how it works, and also the rename parts command feature. So here I have a typical profile of a sewer. And if you ever notice in Civil 3D, you can only really label, if you're labeling a structure, the top and a pipe at the same time, but you can't add two labels at the same time. Here with this tool, it'll allow you to add multiple label styles. Maybe you can label the pipes 3 times, the structure 3 times also. If you have a certain label style that labels the top, bottom, maybe a middle structure label style. Same thing for the pipes. For example, if you want to label the storm pipe size and slope, but then you have another label style that does hydraulic labeling, this app actually does this. So let's go ahead and run through the process. I actually have just simple little sewer profile. I'm going to activate the profile network labels. A small dialog box opens, and here I can select a single part or network part. I'm going to select my sewer pipe label. Let's do the storm. I know this is sewer, but I don't think I have a sewer, the one I want to use, but I'm going to use this one here. And then, actually, let's go back. I'm going to use the sewer pipe label with flow. And then on the structure, I actually want to label the top and bottom. So the top is actually labeling my structural description, the station. The bottom is labeling my flow line. This dialog box allows you to snap automatically to the top of the grip of your profile. So I actually have a label style that's kind of more justified to the right. And then the text is aligned from top to bottom. That way it can snap to the top of my profile grid. And same thing for my bottom of my flow line. And you'll see here in an example here, I'm going to change that to 0. And we have an option here for fix, above, graph view top, graph view grips. I'm going to do grips for the bottom and top, okay? Then select my actual label style. So I'm going to say profile label structure. I don't have a middle structure. I could add another one here, checkbox. And then I have a label style for sewer flow line left to right. Okay, I'll select my structure. And there you go. Now, I forgot to hit the check mark here. Let's go back here and select Summer, delete it, and hit the check mark here. And then come back and add my labels. And there you go. As you can see, it snapped automatically, and it allowed me to add the label immediately. Now, let's say this was a storm pipe. I know this is sewer, but same thing here. I can have a label for the pipe here, then another label for maybe hydraulic label. Over here, same thing, structural label, and then the storm label. Let's see if I have a left or right storm. I may have one here. Don't see one, but I can actually use this label, same label for flow line with the sewer. And if I did have a middle structure label style, you can include that one here. So I'm going to come in here now, label this. And as you can see, I did forget to hit the check mark. Oh, let's go back now and delete these. And now I got those two in there. So here I have that label style for my hydraulic label. And now it does it all one time. If I did want to move this label style, I can pin it and come over here and now create an angle if you wanted to. Okay. And you can actually add a setting, save a setting. That way you can use it over and over. You can save it. You can pull up an existing save. I can add a setting. And let's say this is CCLS. Okay. There's my save settings and stuff. That way you can reuse it over and over. So this is a quick way how to add multiple label styles to a pipe all at one time. Now I can also rename a bunch of parts. So if I came to rename parts and selected. Now if I wanted to rename a bunch of parts, I could come in here and say rename parts. And I want to rename this network over here. Let's see if we have another one. Okay, this pipe over here. You get this dialog box, and then here I can actually modify the naming of that particular pipe and structure all at one time. So for example, what if I wanted to rename these over here, and this is actually a number 2, and then this is number 3 over here, and that way this label now automatically updates over here. So if you had to apply maybe a manufacturing part number, this is a quick way how to do that without swapping a bunch of parts. I could do it manually and selecting a bunch of these. I can do a window selection also, and this brings up a whole bunch of them. So this is a really quick way to how to modify some parts of your pipe networks, and also labeling multiple pipe networks. So hopefully this helps answer most of your questions about using the profile network labels and the rename parts.